Hello, it is Friday, October 14th, 2011 at 56 past midnight Central Daylight Time. And I wanted to show you something I came across tonight. This video of a tornado that was in Louisa, Virginia on 10/13/11. And he says he filmed it at about 3:30 in the afternoon on Route 15 south of Boswell's Tavern. The house is Sylvania. It's a pretty good video. You should watch it. Actually, you can even see right here where it's touching down. We've got debris flying in the air. So it's just labeled tornado. So I went to check it out and came across this newscast for NBC Washington that says possible tornado reported near epicenter of August earthquake. So this newspaper was saying the tornado was near where the earthquakes happened. And actually there was just an earthquake the other day also in the same area, a 3.0. It said there's a tornado watch until 11 p.m. And when I checked this out, originally it was 11:15, and they were not showing any tornado watches on in telecast, which I found that to be very interesting. So I went and checked on the jet stream to see if possibly the edge of it was where these were occurring, because I did some videos the other day on 10.2 for Smith Island and 10.4 for East River and 10.5 for Mantinicus Island, Maine, showing that there were airplane crashes and helicopter crashes where this edge of this jet stream was. And lo and behold, that's where it was. The man said it happened at 3:30 Eastern Daylight Time, which is 1930 UTC or GMT, and this is 000 GMT. And then I also have 12 GMT. So you can see it moved from here to here, there to there. So the edge of the jet stream was moving through about that time. So then I went and checked the troposphere report, and this is October 13th, 2011. Oh, it moved on me. We gotta switch back here. There we go. And you can see that right in here there was some kind of I would say this is a lower pressure. I may be incorrect, but judging from these numbers, because it's in the middle of a blue zone, which you're up in here between 250 to 300, and then right in here you've got a little bubble that's 175 to 200, and actually the very center of it goes down to about 150. And you can gonna go back a couple frames. This is at 6 GMT, and this is at 00. So 00, 6, 12, and 18. And the actual tornado was at 1930 UTC. So then I went to College of DuPage and checked out. Let's do the close-up one first. This is kind of hard to see. If you follow this line, and right here, and this is where the tornado occurred. And actually you can see an indentation here, and I'm not sure if that's it, but I would assume it's part of it at least. And this is at 1931 UTC. So I'm going to go ahead and let it play through. We're going to go past this hour. It's going to loop around and start again for the time leading up to it. And again, we're looking at about right in here. I was looking for some scalar waves, but there's so many clouds here, it's kind of hard to see. But you can see there's a rising area right there, and that may have been it. Right there. That was at 18. That was at 19. I'm going to go this a little slower. Here's a hole. That's at 1601. It's pretty close to the same area. And actually it makes a box. I'm going to go back a frame, 2 frames. There's the hole. There's a box. And there's just the outline of the box remaining. And right here's the area again. There's the hole, another hole at 1731. Actually, there's 2 holes. One here and one here. And you can see when we move up, they're kind of, you got one here and one there. We're at 1745. (1831), there's kind of a cleared area. 1845. 1901, you kind of have an outlined circle with a hole in the middle right there. And 1915. And 1931 is when he said that he saw the tornado. And he actually drove for a while, so he must have been on the ground for a little while, if you watch the video. So let's look at a longer shot of the same thing. Here's Virginia, right here. So it would be right here. And right there's the indentation. Again, this is at 1931. I'm going to go ahead and play it through. I've got the nighttime blocked out. That's that red on the bottom, because it's just blanks. I'm going to go set it slower here. There was the hole right there. The beginning of the loop is 1331. So then I went and looked at the infrared satellite of the same thing, and we're at 1931. So right here would be, I assume, that cloud. I've got it set on ZA curve right now because it gives more contrast, so it's a little easier to see. I'm going to let it go ahead and play through. Here's, looks like something starting right there. Here's 1915. Actually, there's kind of, I'm sure you can't see it, but this looks, the pixels are kind of odd here. Like they're interrupted. They're not a flow, but then we've got that like here too. 1931, so it would be right here. So this would be, and actually there's 3 different areas here that are acting up. Since I couldn't see it real good, I went to the fire mapping, active fire mapping, because sometimes it picks things up that it thinks are fired that are actually storms, and I went to the satellite imagery, and I selected this West Virginia, Maryland, Delaware one, and I loaded it, and this is what you get. And you've got to go back to, oops, wrong one. Yeah, I've got it off loop is the problem. Rather than trying to match it up again, you'll just have to trust me. This was one of the clouds that showed up in the image, and this was that Bay Area, and so the area of the tornado is right in here. So I zoomed in, and I did find some scalar wave type clouds right in here. And this is at 10/13/2011 at 18:03 GMT. So this is about an hour and a half before the tornado. So I think that's everything. I want to pull up the jet stream. So I want to stop at there. So this is 10/14/2011 at 0000 GMT, which is about 5 hours after the tornado went through. So that's where the jet stream was right here. And then previous to that, it was here, 12 hours previous, and then 12 hours previous to that, it was up here. So that's it. God bless you. It's interesting that the edge of this jet stream seems to be playing in a lot of things that are happening. So, good night. God bless.